President Biden has dropped out of the presidential race, or he has been dropped out of the presidential race. I'm not sure if he knows that he has dropped out yet. But in any case, I have mixed feelings about it, and I'm told the libs do as well. Yep.
He's dropped out! He dropped out! Ah! Joe Biden, please!
Look in my eyes.
Gen Z, we need to band together. Please. He was for Gen Z's first president. Ah!
You're a baby.
I'm not a baby. I'm trying to grow up.
You're crying like a baby.
Oh my God.
It's kind of funny. It's a funny reaction because it's obviously insincere, and the way you know it's insincere is there aren't any tears. He's pretending to cry, but he's not. It's not Philip Seymour Hoffman here, so there are no actual tears. And so the reason that's funny as a social commentary is no one really cares that Biden dropped out. No Zoomer. I mean, this guy is probably a lib. He's got his painted nails and seems a little eccentric.
Take it easy, champ. Why don't you stop talking for a while?
They don't care. You think any true believer is saying, no, Joe Biden, that great, glorious, oh Cesare mio, perché non m'accompagni? Oh no, the car leader. No, he's been a puppet and half a cadaver since he got into the Oval Office. So no one cares. And this kid, I think, is being ironic in his commentary. Next one.
Note that it is black and brown Democrats who are opposing this push out. I think there's one African-American Democrat who's for pushing Biden out. And note that it is consultants and non-people of color Democrats who are on the other side.
Put a pause here. Yeah, that one African-American Democrat pushing Biden out, her name is Kamala Harris.
No, you're right.
And she's only a little bit African-American, but still, she's waiting for a nice big yellow school bus that she loves so much to drive by, and then she's picking up good old Scranton Joe and tossing him right underneath.
And the last thing I'll note is, where are the voters who are being asked about this, and also the people who would have the job of actually getting out this vote? They're not being asked. No one's asking them. Apparently the donors and the sort of elite Dems are just kind of doing their own thing. Weird time to be a Democrat.
Okay, so to Joy Reid's credit, she probably does care a little bit about democracy when it pertains to her people. I don't think she is a staunch defender of democracy when the majority of the people want Trump.
I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
But when it comes within the Democratic Party, it does seem that she's sincere. She wants the people to have a voice. Right now, go to expressvpn.com/Michael, letter Y, letter T. Does it make sense that the same company that controls half of online retail also passively eavesdrops on your private conversations at home? It is time to put a layer of protection between your online activity and these tech juggernauts. That is why I strongly recommend ExpressVPN. Think of how much of your life is on the internet. Sadly, every site you visit, the emails you send and receive, videos you watch, or messages you send get tracked and data mined. But when you run ExpressVPN on your device, the software hides your IP address so that big tech cannot use it to identify you personally. ExpressVPN makes your activity harder to trace and sell to advertisers. ExpressVPN also encrypts 100% of your internet data to keep you safe from hackers and eavesdroppers on your network. What I like most about ExpressVPN is how easy it is to use. The fact that ExpressVPN is just one button, and I know my data are protected, makes me absolutely love it. Stop handing over your personal data to the big tech monopoly that mines your activity and sells your info. Protect yourself with a VPN that I trust to keep me safe online. ExpressVPN.com/Michael, letter Y, letter T. EXPRESSVPN.com/Michael, letter Y, letter T. Get 3 extra months for free. ExpressVPN.com/MichaelYT to learn more.
Why did Joe Biden just drop out of the race? Why did Joe Biden just drop out of the whole election? He's not even running no more. You feel me? So what are we about to do now? Kamala, you better step up and take that throne. I'm not playing with you. Because if she let Trump, if Trump becomes president again, yo, we're cooked. Here's what we down to right now. Either Kamala hop in this race and she start cooking him, or some random outlier just pop up and just, take over the throne or do something in this race. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what's gonna happen to America if Trump becomes president again.
So you noticed he contradicted himself. This is why this meandering kind of reaction, I think, typifies where most people are at. He says, man, if Trump gets elected, we're cooked.
And if Trump gets elected again, I actually don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
It's weak because he was already president and everything was fine and everything was actually better than it is now. They don't really have...
If Trump gets elected, he's going to start, I don't know.
Establishing concentration camps or something. No, I don't think he will. He won't, because he was president and he didn't do any of that stuff.
If Trump's elected, we'll have World War III.
No, actually, we had peace. We had peace. And then Biden got elected, and now we've almost got World War III on two fronts.
All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader.
It's over. We are screwed.
Vice President Kamala Harris is the Democratic nominee for president, and I'm excited to vote for her. But I want to tell you a little bit about Joe Biden. He got his career started as a public defender in Delaware. He felt this call to action, a duty to serve. But he's sitting in Delaware with his family, and he's watching this terrible Trump presidency unfold. And he says, you know what? I'm running for president to beat Donald Trump. He becomes a Democratic nominee, and he does just that. He beats Donald Trump. He goes on to accomplish a lot with Vice President Harris, expanding veterans' health care, lowering healthcare costs, fighting climate change, creating millions of jobs, and more. Point is, through all the heartbreak, through all the tragedy of Joe Biden's life, he's gotten up every single day and put one foot in front of the other and continued to serve the public. I am thankful for Joe Biden, and I think the entire country should be. So, thank you, President Biden.
So this guy, Harry Sisson, he's this... I believe it's confirmed that he's paid as an operative for the Democrats, and he's their young hip zoomer, but he's not hip in the sense that he's tasked with just repeating the most milquetoast Democrat Party talking points.
I'm thankful for Joe Biden, and I think the entire country should be.
So he'll say anything. It's even when they pivot, previously they said Biden's totally healthy. He's ready to go. He's going to serve another 4 years. And then he pivots on a dime. No, okay, he's going to go back to Delaware. He can be helpful to watch his videos in that you can see what the most corporate focus grouped generic Democrat talking points are. And now the new one is Biden's just taken up the call to serve. He wanted to stay out of public life in 2019, but he saw what Trump was doing to this country, and he decided he would make the great sacrifice to run for president. This is a man who's been running for president either explicitly or implicitly since 1988, and really since 1970. This guy's wanted to be president for his whole life. So the notion that it was some great sacrifice to fulfill his obvious lifelong ambition is laughable. But it's also laughable because we know he didn't want to get out of the race. He was pushed out of the race until just some days ago. He was saying, I'm in it, I'm running, stop trying to kick me out of the race, I'm totally fine. And then they, hit him with a chloroform rag and dragged him back to his beach house in Delaware. And then posted something to his Twitter account saying, I'm out. And I guess he has to go along with it. That reaction, that's not even the reaction of an organic lib. That is the reaction of the Democrat Party to what the Democrat Party has done. I'm Michael Knowles. This is the Michael Knowles Show.